How do? Beautiful day. First day out vlogging since well before Christmas. Nasty bugs about, try and look after yourself. Most menacing prisoner. That's the best word I can think of, that, and it sums this guy up perfectly. So, 2015, I'm looking for a move. We've got a close supervision unit at Strangeways. The segregation is on 2 landings. The upper landing, half of it has been partitioned off. When you go on that unit, it's got a laundry, it's got a little gym, bit of CV stuff. It uses the seg exercise yard and server, but there's no natural light. Grim place to work. 4 or 5 cells. The sort of people that are up there, like this guy, first shift up there. Like I say, I'm thinking of making a move, maybe the seg or the close supervision unit. It works half a dozen shifts. Bar one, I saw this guy every shift. Nothing. There's no interaction between me and him. There's not going to be. There's very little interaction with him and the other staff. You see, these people go directly to the senior officer. You want to speak to the senior officer or the principal officer, as it was then, or a governor. They're not dealing with a riffraff on the shop floor. So these units, yeah, it used to be you had to interview suitability to work on them. I'm working with 2 young lads, inexperienced to say the least, but at Strangeways, as the rest of the prison service, we were running out of experience. So this lad's unlocked. The 2 lads I'm working with are playing Monopoly or some other board game with their backs to him. Me, I've got a back to a wall. I'm looking at him. He come out, boom, straight away, eyeball me. Very, very uncomfortable. We've all been in them situations, haven't you? In a boozer, a nightclub or something like that. Maybe it's going to kick off, or just somebody walking towards you in the street. But he's eyeballing me and I am uncomfortable, but I'm not looking away. So he walks into the laundry, puts some stuff in the washer or the dryer. As soon as he gets up, he's looking at me again. Menacing. Yeah? He's looking down at me. He's looking at me with absolute contempt. Never, ever took my eyes off him, me. Like I said, 6 shifts up there. Not right. Fucking dangerous place to be, working with people like this. There's another lad up there. There were 3 that were out my first shift. The other lad, one of them is a person of terror. Extreme. Yeah, he's doing a 12. He's in the CV gym every shift, and when he's on exercise for an hour, he's working out. He's very fit. He's already said he's going to take out a prison officer. Yeah, and I've got 2 lads with me playing a board game, laughing and joking. Switched on, they weren't. Aware of what was going on, they weren't. But that's the prison service. But more than that, it is how the establishment want you to deal with these people. Brian! Come on, Brian! It's about how the establishment want you to deal with these people. Yeah? They want them reintegrating. They want staff interacting with them. But here's the thing, you see. A lot of these people, they don't want to interact with staff, like I've said. They want to speak to a governor, and only a governor. They're full of self-importance. This one, it was terrifying, to be honest. Yeah, I won't want anything to do with him, and absolutely nothing to lose. Now you can look this guy up. He went on to be convicted for attempt murder, I believe it was, on 2 prison officers. One of them was a good lad, a good friend. It finished him. Again, going back to these units, people on them, challenging behaviour. Challenging behaviour is like a programme. It's had various names. People are plucked from general population. It might be disruptive, violent, or maybe victims of a manager or governor. They're signed up, accepted onto the programme, put on special units. No percentage looking after some of these people. Some like it there. They're small, they get everything you would in prison, but they're not getting people mithering at the door and the like. It's a small population. There's people on there who are extremely dangerous. There's people on there whose behaviour continues to escalate because they've been put in that system and can't get out of it. Absolutely terrifying. And now, zero experience, people have just been plonked on there. A lad messaged me the other day, he's been in 9 months. Last couple of years thinking about joining, he's now in there. One, disturbingly enough, he said, Sam, you talk about watching your back. He says, yeah, it's the staff. It's horrendous. You're trying to do a good job. You're working with violent offenders and you're just constantly looking over your shoulder. Backbiting and people stabbing you in the back if you use the wrong language or the like. He says, but more scary than that, the people that are coming in straight off the streets. 18, 19, 20 years old, put on special units, working with super dangerous, violent, unpredictable, sometimes mentally unwell individuals. Absolutely terrifying. If you've got out about you, I've said this before, if you're fronting someone, yeah, chances are you're going to be on your own. You're not going to get no backup. You're certainly not going to get backup from the prison service, but forewarned is forearmed. Yeah, if you know what you're going into, then you stand a better chance of surviving. So what about the lads who were attacked by the most menacing prisoner? And again, that word sums him up. Just looking at him, the just contempt. I would even go as far as to say hatred of me, just staring at me. How dare you look at me? How dare you watch me? That's what I felt. But I kept staring back. And I did half a dozen shifts, like I said. Probably 5 of them shifts he was out. And it was the same routine. I'm sat back against the wall. Another thing, and this is basic jailcraft, this. At dinner time, people like that, me, you open the cell door opened. I would push it me, step back, hold out your hand. There you go before me. Yeah? Experienced and inexperienced officers opening them up, turning their backs on them, walking in front of them. Fucking dangerous. Really is. And how well does staff get looked over when there's a major incident? Staff needing hospital treatment, scarred for life, both mentally and physically. How's the prison look after them? Does it support them? Well, what do you think? There's nothing. They're left on their own. Once you're out that door on the sick, you're left on your own. There's zero support. You might get some support from colleagues, friends, but you get forgot about very quickly when you're not in work, when you're not turning up every day at the gate. It truly is awful. But forewarned is forearmed. Again, I'd like to wish everyone the best 2025 possible. Yeah, change is coming. Stick together. God bless you all. God bless you all. Thanks for coming. Parting shot. Go on, lad. Go on, lad. Sit. Sit. There we go. I'll sit there.